What have you done to money? Oh, oh, there we go. Oh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, a hole in Millie's floor and a bucket of rotten wood. Oh, now you can see the...
See, I think this piece has to come out.
And this funny little...
This is original.
Welcome back to our channel. We're Andre and Lisa, a South African couple who have been traveling the world full-time since 2018. For most of the last 4 years, we've been meandering around Europe in our motorhome Millie. Recently, we bought a small farmhouse in the south of Italy, which will be a new base for our future travel adventures.
Okay, today is day one of repair strategy. It's gonna probably take multiple days. Try and take it slow, get the preparation done well. I'll show you the current status. I just try to clear all the rotten bad parts out. I sort of got a plan from the outside. Maybe I'll go on the inside actually. Let's see it from the inside quickly. The current state is we got good ventilation. Yes. The light's a bit bad. Oh, you want. Alright, so what is the status? So it seems like there was a structural element running this way and this way. This is part of the chassis mount, which I've cleaned out so I can reuse this. The idea is to... Okay, let's go to the outside. I'll try my best to film and show. It's really difficult to get in there and show everything. But the truth is, like, this construction is mostly wood, which is far from ideal. Alright, here we go. This is a little bit of a better view of the underside of the chaos. Should I change to... Alright, let's zoom out a little bit. So here's the wooden structure that made up the floor. Here's a chassis mount that we're going to reuse. This is some sort of a box, or was box. This is just both sides that's behind the cab. I've removed everything now that's bad. So the plan is to redo this box. I'm going to put a wide piece of wood in here. It will meet a new member on this side. Then we're going to build rectangular boxes that will attach to all the new members. And then we're going to do a marine ply cover at the bottom. Possibly try and make it flush and slightly recessed here. Then eventually we're going to have to make a plan with how we address this joint here, because this is actually the weak spot. There's a little cover strip, but we're going to redo all of this. So I think the first step is going to be to cut a piece of ply, do this section, seal that out, otherwise it's impossible to get into later. And just take it step by step. That's a fun project. I don't think my back's gonna make it. It's a fun project, but unnecessary. But we're learning a lot. Next step. Hot, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so this is one of the products I'm gonna use. The liquid goma. There's also the liquid membrane, which I've used before, which is really incredible. And we'll do that at some point to seal the joints. just like sealed all of these now to stabilize these surfaces a bit. I think notch this guy out so we can actually put the floor flush with the existing one. And now we're gonna start constructing these members and start building this box. It just gives us a few minutes to set.
I'll give you a quick status update here. I'm building these little boxes. And I'll show you how they're gonna work. So we're gonna start building up this floor again. This is not for old people. Anyway, alright, let's see. Oh god, you see, let me change the. You might see the microphone, but just ignore that for a second. Okay, let me just get the microphone. Hey, microphone. There's a new member here. Let me see if we can get some light. This way. Connected to this. There will be a bolt coming through the chassis. No, it's not connected because I've left space to be able to put the floor, this will go underneath here and will actually go all the way in there under this mount. It'll cover this, so I'll hopefully cover this flush eventually. Something like this makes sense. And what I'm doing now is I'm building these all boxes, and they all now slot in here into these gaps. I'll make another big one to fit here, and then we'll figure out that side. It'll give us plenty of attachment points, and then hopefully we're going to end up with a nice flush floor again.
Hello.
Hello.
You're upside down. Do you want to be upside down or the right way around?
I am you upside down. I'm the right way around.
So what do we got here now?
No, we're just building out the boxes.
And your plan is to do another 2 more
Probably, he'll see.
to fill the space and to tie into the existing members.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, it is looking super, super sturdy already.
Steadiness is fine. Getting it watertight and sealed. That's the issue. I'm trying to get the floor above this aluminium skirts, not like last time where the floor is like below it. That'll solve a lot of the problems. I've now sealed this on all the sides.
A lot more thought to waterproofing and water ingress and also using good products.
Well,
So let's hope that all of that's going to come together.
That's what I think anyway.
We'll see.
We'll see, eh?
Did you design that box so your drill just fits?
I planned it accordingly. Alright.
Very good, very good.
Bye.
Things are starting to look a little bit better. So for the first time now, I have some hope. And I'm sure Andre's going to fix Millie better than Millie was before. Are you done screwing around yet?
No. But we rebuilt the structure. So I got a nice little, you can't really see here, but we got a nice little lip here. So, and will fit underneath here. Getting there?
Oh, Babs, I feel so much better now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
Still a lot of work, yeah, but I think the structure's back. I'm happy with that. I think it came out pretty well. I think the floor is now nice and flush, at least, not this freaking bulging thing.
It's important that we got the aluminium skin here, just 1 mil lower than the floor, so no water can land on that.
Well, we're going to use the plastic liquid coma over it, and then we're going to use the membrane stuff here and there as well and seal this whole setup. We'll do that all the way around and go around all of it.
Because you can never have too much waterproofing.
And then we still got to fix the inside, eh? Yeah, it still looks like crap inside.
But that's okay.
Right.
This makes me feel better.
Let me finish.
Good job, Bruce. Good job.
Let me finish here quick.
we have come to the realization that our little extra strip of land that we thought we could just leave and do nothing with is going to require some attention before we want to leave for the summer. The grass has grown more than 1 meter high. It's probably past my waist height, and that means that it becomes a bit of a fire hazard. And it's 7,000 square meters, so that's quite a lot for Andre to cut. And even though he's prepared to do that by hand, it would take him quite a while. This is our property, and this is what it looks like right now. It is quite nice that in this area there are a few people who do work the land here, and they're quite well known. You can speak to everybody. So for instance, Donato has his own piece of land over there where he's got beautiful young little olive trees and also some vineyards, and then he works a few other parcels of land over here for other people as well. So he really knows the area very well. So he knows how well the olive trees bear, he knows what the soil is like. He was explaining to us that now cutting the grass would be the best, quicker solution. But if it's in winter or when the ground is a little bit softer, we can do something different to actually work the soil. But right now the soil is just too hard to be able to do that. So we're learning something new about farming and about the land and about the olives every day. And here we have it. Looks like he's starting to turn onto our land. Buonasera. Now you see, if I could be driving that tractor now, that would be a lot more fun. Let's go say hi. Puoi rimuova che c'è un problema, poi mi rimuova.
Sì, sì. Se una volta li tiri via e poi tagli tutto questo, no?
Sì.
Una volta fare tutto pulito, questo va ancora più.
Ti vedo dopo. Grazie, ciao. So, and he's got to work between all of these trees, which are so bush-like. But, I mean, this is quite an interesting machine. And he goes up to the trees and cutting this grass so that it's going to end up being like a carpet. Look at that. Oh, that's going to be quite a big difference. Even though I think Andre does enjoy cutting the grass, he must be slightly relieved in a way as well that we've decided to do this, because this was going to be 2 very long and hard days' work by hand. Would you cut it by hand, 7,000 square meters? I think in the future we probably will, because if we know in advance, then we can keep our hand on it and not wait until it gets this high. Because the grass is one thing, but there's also all sorts of other type of shrubbery which can ruin your equipment. So it makes sense to have this done once and then keep our hand on it in the future. Maybe one day our land will look as neat as this. One day. Are you happy you don't have to cut 7,000 square meters by hand?
I wouldn't have minded doing it, to be honest, if I didn't have other stuff to do, like fixing a hole in our van.
I think that's slightly more important.
Well, unfortunately it seems like some rain coming tomorrow, but we have to press on, and I'm definitely glad we're getting this done, because that would have been 2 days work for me.
At least hard days of work.
Fun though.
Fun, you say. Give me a tractor and I'll go cut grass.
Well, you have to get your tractor back.
I know.
Get a small tractor.
I think we should get a tractor. I can cut other people's grass too.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Oh, we actually got some surprise fruit trees here. We didn't even know about. Oh, we're going to get in the dust here.
How cool is that?
Big apricot tree right here ahead of us. Look at this guy.
Look at that.
Dude,
and one up there.
Dude, this one's ripe.
I said I think it's ripe.
Yeah, it's ripe. We'll take some when we come back.
Look at those. Oh, I don't think there's more. I think there's only 2.
No, there's a few there. I saw.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Nice. Apricots.
Yeah.
Hard to believe it's like 7:30 and the sun's still sitting high, but the wind is blowing like crazy. At least we can be semi outside. Ooh.
You're blinded.
It's Supper time.
Yes, please. It's light so late now that it feels strange actually having supper this time of the day. I understand now why the Italians eat so late. But it's pizza night.
Wait, I'm gonna go inside. What's incredible is that we're still picking wild asparagus. This is the end of May. Why is it still wild asparagus? This is wild asparagus. How incredible.
I think it's incredible and awesome.
Oh, the light now. Sorry, baby. Anyway, it's another hard, long day's work on Old Mully, but I think we're making some progress. And, we just keep plugging away at the issues that we know of, and then hopefully we can hit the road soon. Good night.
Cheers,
Cheers
to
to
good
that.
progress on Millie.
Yeah.
And lovely weather here in Salento.
Till tomorrow.
Look at all this asparagus.
Amazing, eh?
Isn't it incredible?
Yo. Yeah, it's brilliant. Good morning, welcome back. It's another, sunny day. Yesterday was actually quite bad. We lost a whole day due to some rain, believe it or not. Not ideal if you're trying to fix a leaking roof. But I think we did all right. The last day, I think I did the right thing to complete putting the bottom in. So today, I'm going to do as much as I can considering the wind here. The plan is to seal the new bottom layer I put in and then continue sealing around the skirt. I'm going to try and cut a new piece of board to fit into the inside, put some insulation in there. I don't think I'm going to completely seal it up, so I'll just screw down the plywood and we can take a peek at it maybe at a later point and see how it's holding up. If I've got time, I've got to continue working on the roof. I've got to replace the vent, little mushroom vent that comes up from the cooker. That's cracked. I need to replace that and seal it. I've got to fix some sealant on the roof, and I've got to finish the work on the corners, which I'll show you as well. So let's get stuck into this job. It's glorious. It's going to get hot though. This is where we left off the day before, and the joints are just sealed with Sikaflex 522 at the moment. What we're going to do is I'm going to put a coat of this liquid coma on. Then we're going to seal the joints with a liquid membrane, and we'll repeat the liquid coma again. We're probably going to do this section as well. I want to seal this with a white liquid membrane. Then we'll probably do a layer of the liquid rubber just to seal these screws. Alright, get cracking. Okay, quick update. So this is the status at the moment. It's actually looking pretty good. The light's a bit bad here, sorry about that. I just took the old ply back a little bit. So this is the original wood, and this is where the habitation battery is. So the idea is to, this is the, you've seen this before, and I'm not going to paint this now, and I don't want to seal it too much. I don't want to seal it completely, so I'm going to cut a piece of ply that just fits into this, maybe a little edging strip, clean it up, and we'll leave it like that and just monitor it for the rest of the season, and then maybe we'll put some vinyl over eventually. So next up, plywood. Yeah, I think this is the final update for inside. I'm going to leave like this for now. I'm not going to close it with vinyl. We're going to keep an eye on it. All the other waterproofing is going to happen on the outside. So ongoing. We still have a few projects we have to finish inside as well. We took the upholstery off the couch. Just got to need a haircut so badly. Whew, hopefully later today. Anyway, coffee break. Okay, so now that we're making progress on the left side, I think I'm going to try and do the same on the right side. This is a small section here next to the gas locker, because I think there's also this wooden box behind the, it would be nice to check that and also redo this situation, because although this is probably less of a risk, it's because the gas locker runs all the way to here. I still want to see what's going on here. So these screws are so rusty. Hopefully I can just get them out like this. Let's see if we can pull this piece of skirt off. Alright. One thing I really noticed the deeper I dig is how poor the construction were on these. Now the construction methods obviously are slightly dated, I would guess. A lot of lightweight ply used. But I mean, you find random little pieces of metal stapled to wood, and you wonder what was the expectation of this thing to last. And maybe that's the point. It wasn't ever expected to last. I would definitely not recommend anybody to buy these specific era's models if it was constructed like this. I am learning a lot, which is good, I suppose. But you know what they say, the closer you look, the worse it gets. It's another day. We're making good progress. It's quite a struggle, but I'll show you what I'm up to today. So I've finished most of the work on top, but I had to make quite a big sacrifice, as we've experienced like ponding on the roof here. Well, I suspect we're seeing some degradation of the roof structure, so the roof got a slight sag, so it's probably a compression of its whatever layers it has, which is not a good sign. Now what I did 4 years ago, I used the Sikaflex tape to stick these panels on. Holds up fantastically. I also use Sikaflex multi-seal to protect the seals. The biggest problem is, like, because of the sag, there's ponding of water in the corners. So what I've now done is I've actually cut off this rail, and I'm using a liquid membrane to seal this area. So this is like a grey version. You also get a white one, and I'm going to go over this now, eventually sealing it multiple layers. I just mask it off, and then you get a nice clean line. I've actually now masked all of these joints here as well, and I also want to apply this liquid membrane to the top of these windows, because they're seeing so much sun at the moment. Also give these seals a bit more protection. So once that's done, we'll do a status update on the skirt and the rest of the ceiling, but getting there slowly but surely. This is the stuff I'm using, and it's not the same as the black one. This is the Membrana Liquida. Amazing product. We're going to give this a go. You have to work quite quickly and remove the tape before it sets, otherwise you can't get a clean line. So we'll do bit by bit here.
So cool having the awning out. It feels like we're camping. Wow.
Over Easter, a family from the north visited us with their motorhome, and they actually used this product. It looked very good, and then we looked into it a bit, and it came highly recommended. So we thought this could be perfect solution for these kind of issues, to create a UV resistant seal and get quite a neat finish. I think that's the advantage. Easy, neat finish.
So thanks very much, Giovanni and Ali. And it's easy to apply and versatile.
Yeah, sounds like we paid for Bostik.
We are not paid by
Definitely
Bostik.
not paid by Bostik.
Bostik, if you'd like to sponsor
In
us.
fact, this tin arrived half. So I'm not sure what the hell that's all about. Slightly disappointing, Bostik. Or should I blame Amazon?
Nah, blame Bostik, I reckon.
Blame Bostik.
Oh no, there's a bug. This is the only problem.
Oh, just leave
Doing
him,
this
leave
in
him,
summer.
leave him, just leave him. Leave him. I was going to do a second coat anyway.
I know.
This is what happens if you get all these again.
We're going back to the retro blue lounge suite. We're taking Millie more apart than fixing her. This is what she looks like right now.
So Andre's trying to fix this van. He's just trying to deconstruct it. Anyway, so while we're busy, we thought we'd take the doors off and clean them and give them a new coat of paint.
Yes.
We refreshed them. We're reupholstering the couches.
We're going back to the original blue.
No, this was the original color actually.
We're also removing the memory foam layer from our couches because it's far too squishy and hot in the summer. And what we've just decided to do, is that we're gonna remove this weird carpet thing that's on the inside, because as you can see, it's just disintegrating and it like gives off dust everywhere. So we're gonna cut that out and see what's behind it.
God.
Aren't you excited?
You know what happens if you start scratching? Like we haven't got enough of Pandora boxes yet.
Yes, but we need to make it better. So we're going to open up, see what there is there, and then if necessary, we'll get some spray on glue and do something there. We're not sure what, because I would love to do a stretch carpet.
She's supposed to help me. Come on.
I'm holding, look, I'm holding.
Yeah. Careful.
Okay, now we have to repaint the ceiling.
You just touched the ceiling.
No, just a little. Wait, I've got to write on this one. But just think how nice Millie's going to be.
Afrikaans is a saying. Boer blink onder stink. You know that saying. What's it in English?
I don't have it.
You don't have one? Huh. Okay, I'll tell you. There you go.
We made some sort of temporary measures to just stop the dust falling off.
Yeah, so what's going to happen when we cut this out?
I don't know, but it goes all the way through.
It's all floppy.
Why is the one side like this and not the other? Do you think there's issues there?
Well, duh. Ooh.
Oh, I'm a little bit nervous.
Don't
say moisture.
I want to say mold.
Mold.
No, but this van has been standing like this now.
Really?
It's just dirty, baby. Let's just clean up here with some.
Yeah, we'll
some
clean
detergent spray.
everything but once we've done that, because you see over here in this cupboard you can see a little bit of the mold, and this is how we knew that there was moisture coming in all the way from the top of the roof.
No, the way we knew is there was a puddle of water under the dinette.
Yes, but we didn't know it was coming from the top. It could have been coming from anywhere. In fact, it probably was coming from everywhere. Oh gosh, are you doing it? You're just pulling it.
No, I'm just feeling it out. I just don't know. What are we going to replace this with?
We haven't figured that out yet. We first have to know.
Oh, frick.
I know, this is very... Oh.
I'm just going to take a peek. Ah, this is wood. Oh boy, what if I rip the whole roof out?
Don't tell me there's a dead mouse.
No, it's just this something's disintegrated. No, yeah, this is gonna be a mess, eh, babe?
I know it's going to make a mess. That's why I didn't want to clean first.
No, but I don't think you understand what a mess is gonna make.
Look at this chaos.
This is your idea.
I know. But I think it's better to do it than not to. Look, it looks like curtains now.
Is that black
Should I get a bag?
Where's that bag?
Yeah.
That's more the vacuum, you know?
Don't breathe.
Why don't you just step outside and give me that big scraper that's lying here? I wish I can say it's the next day, but I tell you what, I'm not shying away from doing this work, but you need time. Time is really the issue. The wind's been blowing a bit today, so I can't do the spraying work. Still busy with the skirt outside. That's sort of the last piece of the puzzle. I think the sealant came nicely. I showed you the windows. I worked on the vents, and I did all the new sealant around the what's it called, the fridge vents and the old cassette door. And as we do, we make work for ourselves, so we're going to try and do this morning and give these guys a new coat of paint. Surprisingly how clean they came after we just washed them, eh?
These were spray painted 4 years ago.
4 years.
4 years ago. And I mean, we wondered whether white was a good choice, but we wanted to make the van nice and bright. And actually it hasn't held up too badly considering.
No, but it was a matte spray, and I think they get so gross after a while.
Especially the ones that get the moisture around the kitchen area and things like that.
We try. So we give it a go.
Yes, let's go. Let's go. Millie's going to be all brand new.
I'll tell you what, I think this is a lot easier than spraying.
Much.
Cleaning my Titan fan that's been in the roof vent for, I don't know, 3 years?
I think it's been 3 years.
Oh, that's so disgusting. But it hasn't stopped working in 3 years, and it's actually pretty well thought out. See how well it just comes out in these pieces.
And when you say it hasn't stopped working, you mean it hasn't stopped being on.
No, it's amazing.
Exactly.
Anyway, we cleaned up our vents. There's our vents. Look.
Oh yes, all our roof vents are off. They've been cleaned. Your shoes haven't been cleaned.
No.
Because these meshes get so dirty. Because slowly but surely we are starting to put Millie back together again. And that's very exciting.
Well, we're going to do one more thing. We got something we're going to put in front of the cab after we ripped out that old carpety gross. So as soon as I'm done with this, maybe we can put the vent back and we can try and do that. Yes.
We've got this cool stuff. It's kind of like, it's a rubber carpet. And hopefully this is going to give some nice insulation. And it'll be nice and easily wipeable. And our covers will look funky. Alright, first the vents and fans.
As good as new. What I've done with this guy is actually fit him into this standard Fiyama. Oh, it's like an oven in here. Oh my lordy. Oh, okay. So he actually sits inside this vent. Now obviously the trim is off because these stupid Fiyama vents. There's no easy way to actually clean the mesh. So I'll show you now how we put that back in. So this guy just sits like this. Man, this hat makes me look so stylish. Wow. I suspect Fiyama doesn't really care much for being able to clean this vent. It's completely impractical. You're supposed to take the whole thing apart just to come clean the mesh. It's quite a bizarre idea. We try and do it every few months just to keep it clean now, nice and fresh. I mean, it's so silly. He's even got these little end caps you got to stick in with great difficulty. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, that one doesn't want to go in. Maybe the other way around. Let's see. Voila. One more to go. I think we're going to have to wrap this up at some point, but we're not quite there yet. Wish I could show you the final product, but still busy with seal between the skirt and the body. Both sides look the same now. And still going to put the liquid membrane over this, do a cover strip, and probably do a sealing strip. All these guys have been painted. Looks very good. All the windows have been resealed. The roof's done. This liquid membrane looks amazing, and the other side's the same. So getting there slowly but surely.
But first snack time.
First snack time. Wait.
Snack time.
First, look at our olives. Olives are growing.
Look how amazing. There's
just
loads of olives.
Feels like they came and started coming out overnight, eh?
It is so cool.
You going upstairs?
Yes.
Yo, okay, let me just get some sunnies. This is one problem this time of the year is that it actually gets dark so late now that in a blink of an eye it can be 8:30 and you really can be tempted to work too late, but then the day starts again very early. Sunglasses. It is challenging because the temperatures are really climbing fast. It's this week they're forecasting it to be 30 degrees plus almost every day, and we need to hit the road ASAP. We have one other aspect holding us back at the moment, and that's quite important. I'm waiting for a replacement passport, which without traveling through the EU is not impossible because I have an Italian ID card, but under the current circumstances I would really prefer to have the passport we travel around. Anyway, let's go upstairs for a bit. Oh. Nice.
If Andre was in charge, there'd be no snacking. We'd just be working. But
Yeah,
I
exactly.
get grumpy, so he has to make me eat. Let me eat.
Grumpy. Okay, it's a quick beer.
Yes.
And then back to work.
Cheers. It's a problem with these long days, it's long work hours.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So Billy, Billy's looking. Sounds look better. How's Billy?